And the mic is back, baby. Kicking off the semis of our silver bracket here in Phoenix. We have our number 1 seed, Vince Clemente, head honcho of the CTWC.
Okay.
And now in facing our 4th seed, the one, the only, Bidwell.
Sorry, 3.
While we're at it, I'm just going to go ahead and plug our Matcherino. If you want to go ahead and support all of our amazing players in the gold bracket here at Phoenix, the Matcherino is a great way to show your love, show some love to my hometown of Phoenix, Arizona.
Now they are 1-1.
All right, good match. I'm seeing thumbs up from both players. So we can kick off in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, both of these players mean business here. This is going to be a no-nonsense semifinals match, that's for sure.
They're not able to equalize that long bar for a Tetris.
Everyone knows Bidwell. That's right, Bidwell. No one here ever has fun, especially Vince. That man has never not been serious in his entire life.
By about 2 Tetrises in the lead right now. This is very early on in the game.
Chat, how dare you assume that these two players are nonsense? I insisted on no nonsense. I'm a very serious commentator watching some very serious Tetris. And a very clean board by Vince.
Very
Bidwell with a couple of holes, but it's early game, so he has plenty of time to get those cleaned up. Hello, Vandy in the chat.
Not sure if that was an intentional hang there by a game scout. Probably not the ability dependency in the middle. What is setting up for a
watching CT2 is the meta. Folks watching CT2 gonna have a wonderful Danny on the comms.
He didn't want to risk the long bar not showing up. You never know when you're gonna get that long bar.
Already, it's looking like Vince's board is absolutely no nonsense, but I'm seeing a little bit of nonsense from Bidwell. I don't know. I thought we were going no nonsense, but easy peasy. That board is cleaned up.
Sorry, column 8.
And shout out, I would like to say, Danny in the chat. I won't stand for. We don't have to lift up. We don't have to tear down one Danny to lift another Danny up. Both Dannys can be awesome.
190,000 points for Barrett.
Even though the line count's about the same, Vince has been able to gain a pretty significant lead already, over almost 100,000 point lead, it's looking like. Oh, well, a little less than 100,000 now. Just by staying clean and getting those Tetrises. Bidwell's board is back in clean city, as some would say. However, he took a major point deficit just trying to get his board back in order.
That name Game Scout, he does make a lot of classic Tetris videos on YouTube. So for anyone who's ever curious about the world,
both boards are looking clean as ever. It's what my generation would describe as being locked in.
They talk about, and yeah.
Vince, I turn away for a second, and Vince has a potentially fatal misdrop on line 53. Has a 218. If Bidwell can just play low and slow, he has a chance to take this first game. As long as he can reach that score before topping out. Let's see, it was 218 something, if I recall.
Perfect. If it shows,
let's see.
It doesn't show, and early tops out.
Oh, we have an awkward misdrop. He still has plenty of time before a transition. However, building up on that side with that many holes might make it hard to get there at all.
Now Barrett is on match points.
All right, let's see. We're at 180,000. We need 218,000.
To the next round. So once they are ready,
taking it 2 lines at a time with Bidwell. There's no issues with that.
I see a thumbs up. So let's go ahead and start game number 4 for both of them. Starting in 3,
all right.
2, 1, Tetris.
Oh, Vandy in chat has us thinking about brisket. Low and slow.
It was a T, so we got some slight simul stacking there from the start, but already divergence after some sets of pieces.
Ooh. I'm seeing a little bit of nonsense, even though Bidwell just said it was no nonsense.
Scout takes a little bit of a safety burn into a Tetris.
He's taking it line by line, trying to get up to 218,000.
But Game Scout does do some
only about
points, so now
20,000 points needed. 19,000 points left. In a perfect world, you'd be able to knock it out with a couple of Tetrises, but it's looking like we're not trying to take risks here with this board. We're just trying to get what we need to get. Still plenty of lines until 19 transition, so we're not looming over that threat. All right, we crossed the 200-point threshold. A few more lines will do it. Preferably something more than just singles, but we'll take. Ooh. This might be the misdrop that. Oh. And with that, Bidwell is just barely able. Just not barely able to get to 218, meaning the first match goes to the one and only Vince Clemente. All right. I'm seeing thumbs up from all our players, so we can kick off in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, Tetris, Tetris. Oh, we're standing up. We are peak locking in from Bidwell. He's so locked in, I'm not even going to try to adjust the camera.
But is bringing it down. With that though, Barrett has been taking the 2 Tetris lead now.
All right, let's see if the change in position will help out Bidwell's board.
156,000 points for Barrett. Barrett has been playing a little bit more efficient. All
right. Awkward boards from both of them. Bidwell's keeping his low and slow, as we said, like a brisket.
Let's see how both of them deal with it.
Exactly, chat. Why even was Bidwell sitting before? This man should have been standing the whole time. It's in his natural state.
Early dash shifts again from Game Scout. Is he able to bring this down and start scoring Tetrises?
My head has been turning back and forth, even though I'm trying to commentate here for CT2. Our gold bracket is up on the main stage, and it is pretty heated right now between our wonderful Game Scout and Barrett of CTWC staff fame. Cutting back here, honestly, the scores are pretty neck and neck. This early game, a slight lead from Vince, but with how solid Bidwell's board is, he should easily be able to catch up, especially looking at the line count here.
Okay, that long bar is not a Tetris, but only a split triple. But now that a Z is starting to create more holes here. But it is starting to down stack just fine. They are about in the 70s.
Say overall, it's been a fantastic weekend here in Phoenix. The weather is perfect. It is not sweltering hot. It is not raining like it was last year. The energy is great. We have great folks coming out in Phoenix. Easy Tetris from Vince. He's a bit of a hole at the bottom, but he can probably get away with keeping it there. Bidwell easily unlocks his board just in time for a nice, clean Tetris.
Barrett's winning by roughly 5.
I would say scores are pretty neck and neck for what the line counts are. They're both what I would say is similar Tetris rates. If we had the Nestris champs up, we'd be able to see that. Awkward overhang there from Bidwell, choosing to take a couple holes rather than risk it on certain pieces. Vince also has a long bar dependency built up, which at this height isn't too bad. He's building a bit in the middle. Oh, and that is Bidwell tapping out, and Vince takes the second heart, meaning Vince advances to the finals.
Barrett trying to set up to be Tetris ready.
To the finals of the silver bracket, Vince, that's right.
Not looking happy with his board, but he was able to.
All right, that means it is finally time for our next semifinals match. It is absolutely time for AK Grandmaster and someone named Danny to step up.
Another drought, but
we'll be right back, folks.